Most men think women's pleasure is complicated. But here's the real issue. No one ever explained how female arousal actually works. That's why so many couples struggle with connection in the bedroom, and why so many women say they don't climax during intercourse. Now, let me be clear. That isn't because something is wrong with them. It's because arousal is a full-body process, not a quick switch you flip on. And too often, that process gets skipped. What most men don't realize is that intimacy isn't about complicated tricks. It's about details, the kind of details most people overlook. Clean hands, patience, rhythm, and listening to what her body is saying. Those are the real game changers. Let's walk through what really matters. And stay with me, because the point near the end is the one most men never hear, and it might change the way you think about sex entirely. The first step is communication. Many men worry that talking ruins the moment, but asking, "Do you like this pressure?" or "Do you want me to touch you here?" doesn't kill the mood. In fact, it does the opposite. It builds trust. It signals respect. And when a woman feels safe and listened to, her body responds in powerful ways. Muscles relax, lubrication increases, and arousal becomes easier and stronger. Communication isn't just polite, it's biological fuel for pleasure. The second step is preparation. Hands are incredible tools of intimacy, but they can also be the fastest way to cause discomfort if you're careless. Imagine long nails, sharp edges, or rings scraping against sensitive skin. That can leave micro tears, irritation, or even infection. The fix is simple but powerful. Keep nails trimmed and smooth. Wash thoroughly with warm water and soap. Remove rings or jewelry. And keep a simple water-based lubricant nearby. When your hands are cared for, touch becomes safe and pleasurable instead of distracting or uncomfortable. The third step is understanding arousal. Arousal is a process, not an instant reaction. Blood has to flow into the clitoris, the labia, and the vaginal entrance. That swelling increases sensitivity, and it doesn't happen instantly. That's why teasing and build-up matter. Think about it this way. Imagine running cold water through a garden hose. At first, the water trickles, but give it time and pressure builds. That's what anticipation does to the body. It primes it for sensation. So when you kiss her neck, touch her arms, stroke her hips or thighs, you're fueling blood flow and sensitivity. Teasing isn't filler, it's the foundation. Now let's talk about external versus internal stimulation. Most men grow up thinking penetration is the main event. But here's a truth most were never told. The majority of women climax through clitoral stimulation, not penetration alone. The clitoris has more nerve endings than any other part of the female body. It's the real center of sensation. That doesn't mean penetration has no role. It can add depth and intensity. But for many women, external stimulation is what actually makes climax possible. The best results often come from blending the two, external and internal, based on what she responds to. The key is to pay attention. Watch her breathing. Notice her movements. Listen for her sounds. Those are her green lights. And of course, ask. This brings us to a big one, the myths that cause frustration in countless bedrooms. Myth 1, every woman climaxes from penetration. The reality is that many women don't, and it's normal. Myth 2, harder and faster is always better. For most women, consistency and rhythm are more important. Myth 3, silence means she's enjoying it. Wrong. If she isn't saying anything, check in. Myth 4, if she doesn't climax, it means she isn't attracted to you. Not true at all. Women's bodies respond differently depending on hormones, stress, and cycle phases. Myth 5, it's all about technique. Again, no. Emotional safety and patience are often more powerful than any move you try. Now let's talk about aftercare. This is something most men overlook. After intimacy, many men roll over, But women's bodies and emotions don't switch off instantly. Staying close matters. Holding her, stroking her hair, or touching her gently as she relaxes helps her body come down safely. And there's one golden question to ask, not right away, but later when the moment has settled. What did you like most? That question gives you the real roadmap for the future. But intimacy doesn't stand alone. Performance is connected to overall health. Blood flow, hormones, and energy levels all matter. Exercise supports circulation. Nutrient-rich foods like lean protein, healthy fats, and plants support stamina. Sleep restores hormone balance. Managing stress keeps cortisol from disrupting testosterone. Even natural supports, like citrulline from watermelon or certain herbs like fenugreek, can make a difference. These aren't magic fixes, but combined with healthy habits, they can be powerful. And here's the part many men don't expect. Intimacy is just as much emotional as it is physical. When a woman feels admired, respected, and unrushed, her body literally responds better. Blood flow improves. Pelvic muscles relax. Arousal builds faster. In other words, connection drives performance. So let's put this together. Women's pleasure isn't about memorizing tricks or following a rigid playbook. It's about trust, patience, and small details. Clean hands, communication, full body arousal, clitoral focus, letting go of myths, practicing aftercare, supporting your health so you bring energy and presence to the moment. When you shift your focus from performance pressure to connection, intimacy changes. It becomes more natural, more satisfying, and more memorable for both partners. So here's the takeaway. The most powerful tools are not complicated moves. They are safety, patience, and genuine care. That's what makes the difference. And if you want to go further into performance from the men's side, circulation, stamina, and testosterone, watch my next video where I break down natural ways to support male sexual health.